You can sleep in the same bed, eat at the same table, share the same house, and still feel completely alone. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt lonelier inside your marriage than you ever felt when you were single? If that question made you pause, this video is for you, because loneliness in marriage is one of the most misunderstood emotional experiences. People assume that if you're married, you're not lonely, that having a partner automatically means having emotional connection. But in therapy rooms around the world, we hear the same quiet sentence again and again. I'm married, but I feel invisible. And the hardest part? Many people don't even realize this loneliness is happening until it's deeply rooted. Why does loneliness exist inside marriage? Loneliness in marriage is rarely about physical absence. It's about emotional disconnection. It begins subtly. At first, conversations become shorter. Then, they become practical. Schedules, bills, kids, responsibilities. And slowly, the emotional language disappears. You stop saying, "How are you really feeling?" And you start saying, "Did you pay the bill? Did you pick up the kids? What's for dinner?" Nothing is wrong on the surface, but something essential is missing underneath. Emotional presence. Many people think, if I'm lonely, it means my marriage is failing. That's not always true. Loneliness doesn't mean your marriage is broken. It means your emotional connection needs attention. In couples therapy, we often say loneliness is not a verdict, it's a signal. A signal that something inside you wants to be seen, heard, and understood again. An example you may recognize? Let me share a common scenario. One partner talks about their day. The other listens, but not fully. Their mind is elsewhere. Phone in hand, TV on, thoughts drifting. Nothing cruel is said. Nothing dramatic happens. But the message received is silent and powerful. What I feel doesn't matter enough for your full attention. And over time, that silence builds walls. People stop sharing. Not because they don't care, but because it hurts to speak and feel unseen. Why this loneliness hurts so deeply? Loneliness inside marriage hurts more than being alone, because it happens next to someone you expect connection from. You're not missing a person, you're missing access to the person who is right there. And that creates confusion, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion. Many people start asking themselves, am I asking for too much? Why do I feel this way when nothing is technically wrong? Is something wrong with me? No. Your need for emotional connection is not a weakness, it's human. What marriage counseling teaches us. From a therapeutic perspective, loneliness often comes from three main areas. 1. Emotional neglect. Not intentional, but consistent. Feelings are minimized, postponed, or ignored. 2. Loss of emotional rituals. Small habits that once connected you, talking before bed, checking in, shared laughter, slowly disappear. 3. Fear of vulnerability. One or both partners stop expressing needs to avoid conflict or disappointment. And here's the key insight. Most lonely marriages are not loveless, they are emotionally unsupervised. So what can be done? Let's talk about solutions, real ones, not cliches. First, name the loneliness, without blaming, not, "You never care about me," but "I've been feeling emotionally distant lately, and I miss us." Loneliness grows in silence. It weakens when it's gently spoken. Second, rebuild emotional presence. This means eye contact when speaking, phones down during conversations, listening to understand, not to reply. Emotional safety is built in small moments, not big gestures. Third, create emotional rituals again. Daily check-ins, 10 minutes of undivided attention, one honest question per day. Connection doesn't return dramatically, it returns quietly. Fourth, allow discomfort. Reconnection can feel awkward at first. That doesn't mean it's wrong, it means it's real.
Let me ask you something important. When was the last time you felt truly emotionally known by your partner? Not just loved, not just supported, but understood. If you can't remember, that's not a failure. That's an invitation. Now, a question that opens change. What part of you has been waiting quietly to be noticed again? Sit with that question. Because sometimes loneliness isn't asking for someone new. It's asking for a new way of connecting with the same person. Here on Mindsnap, we believe emotional honesty heals what silence breaks. If this video reflected something in your life, you're not alone and you don't have to carry it quietly. What does loneliness look like in your relationship? Write it in the comments. Someone else may need your words. Subscribe to Mindsnap, not for quick answers, but for real conversations that bring clarity, connection, and emotional courage. Mindsnap wants to be your safe space to think, feel, and reconnect.